Hey, welcome back to the channel. And today we are going to be talking about socially distancing ourselves from toxic people. Now, you wouldn't sit next to someone who is hacking and coughing, somebody who is clearly ill, and it has nothing to do with compassion. You don't want to catch whatever they have and be home for the next week under the weather. Why are you not acting similarly with mentally unhealthy people? However you may define that. Why are you welcoming toxic people into your life? Much like the common cold and flu, disordered, dysfunctional, toxic people spread their affliction to everyone that they come in contact with. Do you really want to catch what they have? Would you like your life to look like theirs? Is it worth the risk to be around people like this? Unlike the flu or the common cold, which lasts a week or two, the effects of allowing toxicity into our lives can last for years or decades. It can last for a lifetime. It can permeate every area of your life, tainting your very being to its core. These people don't need love or affection. They need therapy. At the very least, they need to be quarantined from society. You can't help them. You aren't a trained professional. And even if you are a trained mental health professional, it's not your job. You're supposed to be their friend, their family member, or their partner. It's crossing a major boundary to act as someone's cheerleader or therapist. It's not flattering to have someone always leaning on you or crying on your shoulder. It's not healthy for you or your relationship to have to keep dusting this person off and leading them through the endless minefields in which they find themselves. At some point, this person is going to have to save themselves and take action rather than be a burden on everyone around them with their endless problems and issues. When you get a bad meal at a restaurant, do you go in the back and show the chef how to cook? No. You return it and either get something else or you leave. Your role is customer, not manager, waitstaff, or cook. Again, these people didn't ask to be saved or fixed. If they wanted help, they certainly have access to it. Counseling, books, YouTube videos. There's more help out there than you can shake a stick at if you're willing to pursue it and look for it. You aren't helping these people. All you're doing is delaying them from getting the help that they really need. The fact that they aren't working on correcting their dysfunction should tell you that they either are unaware, which is unlikely, or it's not really a problem for them, but they're more than willing to make it your problem. Understand that toxic people have distortions of their thinking, perception, and processing. This is why they lead disordered lives. Do you really want to sign up for that? Do you really want someone tracking their dirt into your home onto your new carpet? They seem to be masters at effing up their own lives. Do you really want to see what they're going to do to yours? Trust me, if they don't value or respect their own life, they certainly are going to be a whole lot less careful and respectful of yours. It's my experience that the probability that you're going to lift this person up is very, very low. The probability that they're going to pull you down is very high. I was raised to be non-judgmental towards others, to allow people to grow up and develop at their own pace, to be patient, let people figure it out for themselves. But at what cost to me? I was the one who suffered the disappointments. I was the one who had to spend my nights talking this person down or running interference for them. I was the one who had to put up with their drama and their dysfunction. And eventually, I was the one who had to cut my losses and move on. I used to be much more open-minded about stuff like this. I was raised to not sit in judgment of others and to always lend a helping hand. But at some point, we need to grow up and get real. It's no longer good enough that someone's a nice person or that we have fun with them. We can't afford to take on the burdens of others. We have to ask ourselves if this person fits into our life and if this person is a healthy addition. And yes, I'll be the first to admit that toxic people can offer some level of entertainment or amusement. There's always some sort of drama or dysfunction following them around like a shadow. Since the dawn of time, people have gravitated towards dysfunction like a moth to a flame. Each generation has its own guilty pleasures. Boomers watched daytime talk shows. My generation had reality TV. And the newer generations scour the internet looking for TikTok lunatics. But when it comes to our actual real life, if we don't discern who we let in, if we don't recognize that somebody is unhealthy, then we're going to bring those ailments into our world, into our life. I know that we all want to help and be there for others, but trust me, you don't have the tools to help. I don't have the tools to help, and I've got a master's degree in clinical counseling. These people didn't ask for your help. They aren't even trying to help themselves. The fact that they aren't in counseling or at least doing some personal development work or self-help, that should tell you that they're quite content with the way that they are. Have you ever considered that their dysfunction might be working for them? Perhaps they're getting what is known in psychology as secondary gain. For example, they mess up their lives and then everyone comes rushing to their aid. Maybe this is how they feel loved. They create crisis so that they can see who cares enough to come to their rescue. Maybe this is how they get others to assume responsibility for their bad decisions. I don't know, and the reasons why are purely academic and best left to therapists. These people will latch on to you and either burden you with their never-ending problems or complaints, or they will undermine and unravel your life from within. Whether it's on purpose or not, it makes no difference. Either way, you will still pay the price, and you will be the one left picking up the pieces. There won't be a prize or even a thank you for your efforts and your never-ending patience. There is no pot of gold at the end of this rainbow. In fact, there isn't even a rainbow, just a lot of rain and cloudy skies. And no, they don't appreciate how much nonsense and torment that they put you through. Why? Because this is normal to them. This is how they live. Dysfunctional, toxic people cannot enter your world. You will have to join them in theirs, or they will bring their dysfunction into your world. Conversely, imagine having people in your life who call you to share good news rather than call to complain or use you as their personal free psychologist. Imagine being around people who are positive and uplifting, people who see possibilities rather than problems, people who have the self-awareness to understand that they don't need to be the focus and center of everyone's attention, people who want to share their blessings and their bounty rather than their burdens. Trust me, your life will be a whole lot easier and more fulfilling when you embrace this reality. If you want to work on someone, work on yourself. Now, if you've gotten this far and I've said something that resonated with you, please take a moment to like and subscribe. If you have experience in this, please send a comment. And as always, new content drops every Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. And until next time, thank you for joining me and have a great night.